this one is that there are some buns that don't have slits in them, and a lot of people were complaining on Amazon that most hot dog buns have a slit. You don't really need
Abby
something
can take
like
her
this.
nappy off
But
now, so it's a race against time before.
I think my brother had that problem with his kids.
You have a hot dog bun that doesn't have.
Yeah, if you have a hot dog bun that doesn't have a slit in it, consider that problem rectified with the hot dog.
You can't just cut it with a knife.
No.
You can create a nice opening for your hot dog to
Use
slide
the
right
hot
into.
dogger.
Fuck it
Ideally.
with a cob
At
of
my
corn.
store, I got the closest I could find of the buns they were using in their demonstrations. So we shall see. You're supposed to basically just use it like a drill bit and go right through it. It's going to be kind of close. The width is very close to the width of the entire
Come on,
bun.
bro.
Let's see what we got here.
Like, I don't know whoever
this
thought that this is how I want to put my hot dog in my bread.
I don't know. Hey, maybe
I guess we
maybe I'm
did it
getting
with
there.
that French loaf when you cut the 2 slices and you put your hot dogs in at one time, but...
Yeah, all I did was
Oh, come on now.
stick a knife in and then stick the hot dog in.
I had a feeling this was going to be too thin. I mean,
This is the dumbest thing.
the
What do
only
you
buns I
mean,
could
Jason?
really find. Look at it, splitting it. Well, this wasn't exactly a highly rated item
This has
anyways.
so
Let me-
many
Let me try the
potential
bigger of the two
uses.
types of buns and see if I can get that
Think
one.
of how
I'm gonna
many
say
things
already,
you could put
already,
holes
seconds in, it's already a failure.
Apples.
This one is a little bit
Not
thicker. I think
successfully.
I might be able to get it in there. Oh, I'm making progress. Oh yeah, I'm doing it. But as soon as you get to this bigger part, it starts to split. And I'm only this far in. And by the way, there were absolutely no instructions for this either. It just came in a bag. I guess it made a hole in it. Not impressed with the
Jesus
hot
Christ.
dogger at all.
Yeah, so it was like,
I kept calling it the cob of corn.
oh man. We were like
Sheriff
going to bed.
McClaw
It was like, you know,
has an egg.
we were getting ready to go to bed. It was like 9:30, brush our teeth and stuff. And I just clicked on this to put it back in the background. And I have to say, I was so pleasantly surprised. I highly appreciated it.
We like background noise, and sometimes that background noise gets real random. And the hot dogger.
I mean, if the hot dogger is the way to go. But yeah, I don't know about you guys. There's a couple of things that I think are universally interesting to people, and kitchen gadgets is one of them. You know what I mean? Like, there's like a $300 toaster.
Oh, let me grind while I
during
build
COVID, everyone was,
this,
like,
bro.
screaming about.
Fuck yeah.
I can't remember what kind it was. Put like water in it, and it's like German. And this one, the Bermuda toaster,
Oh.
it's like German engineered to like rehydrate the toasted bread, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's so good." I'm like, "Yeah, for $300."
What's on the Amazon page?
Go to the Amazon,
Like Amazon.
page and watch the video.
Oh, for the hot dogger?
Oh. I'll just grab Jason.
Nasty.
I'm excited. Hot dogger! Jogging hot? What the fuck? Hey, chat! I said grab current link.
Can I have the famous wiener in my?
Click? Just click it, I guess. Are you sure you want to? Yeah, go to the website. Here. Well, top of the hello there.
Good morning.
Top of the le bonjour, the comment ça va, the très bien, bienvenuto.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. I believe it's Thursday. No, it's not. Wednesday.
Shit.
Yeah,
It's Wednesday. Happy
'Cause I was like,
Wednesday.
was I about to? Did I almost accidentally make a camel hump day?
It has Thursday energy to it.
Well, tomorrow is our anniversary, so
Yeah.
that could be maybe what you're thinking of.
Maybe.
I know I generally have to remind you that almost every other day. We have an embroidery upstairs that has the date in it.
I could not remember it if it wasn't for. I'm really bad at remembering dates. Real bad at it.
The thing that I did though is kind of cheating. I incorporated it in a certain way into one of my passwords I always use.
Oh.
So it's kind of something that I always remember.
Yeah, I've realized it's Wednesday now.
Dude. Jason,
I was always
us,
wrong about that. So
not all of us can be freaking champions of the spelling bee. Maybe I forgot to put certain Jason commands in. I'm almost positive I put them all, but you know, Jason's just got all of them. That was a little loud. I'm sorry that you heard that in the microphone as well.
Congrats on the sex.
I married my Nintendo console. It was on a Wednesday. Oh, boom. We used to have that, Mr. Levity, as a command, but I guess now you just get a wah. Jason 2 is the one that I know. Jason is the original. Jason 2 is something else. It must have screwed it up or named it the wrong thing or wrote it or something. I'll figure it out, Jason. We fed Carl a whole shitload of food last night. I'm not sure if you guys seen that.
He came by this morning as well.
He came by this morning for more.
Well, at least we know he's fine.
More food.
It's always nice to see him in the morning because you're like, oh, you survived the night.
Bodum.
I have full faith in his ability to survive the day. It's like his ability to survive the night I worry about. Like, what's out there to get him in his little cat body. The thing is though is like he doesn't live anywhere warm, right? So yeah,
it's like he purposely gets himself fat for the coming winter.
I don't know where he beds down.
We don't. We have an idea. Oh, you saw it? I loved it. Well, thank you. That's one thing I've been enjoying is because I can't stream as much as I physically would like to. So this is just kind of the best way for us to make it digestible for our friends and family.
Yeah.
You know, like as cheesy as it sounds, even my mom being able to watch me feeding Carl brings her great joy.
Yeah.
And I am glad that happens. And I had sent her clips and stuff from on Twitch, but she just didn't understand what it was. And she actually said that she kind of sometimes watches stuff before bed, right? Just like you said, sometimes our banter makes great background noise. Don't fatten up Carl. He still has to be able to run from the coyote.
He doesn't get fat.
He gets fluffy.
Yeah.
But
then he like loses it all.
We were talking about this though, and he is he's very clean.
That's one fucking nice kitty right there.
Like his fur is so clean for being a cat that lives outside.
You know, it really frustrates us because the horror sub. Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely. We were talking about it. I mean, it's hard to not talk about it, right?
Wait, the rhythmic banging?
Yes, so I literally minutes ago, I seen the article. I didn't get a chance to dig deeper into it, but they found little sounds emanating from the ocean somewhere.
Oh shit.
Hello, T-Rex. How is it you be doing?
Hey, T-Rex.
Welcome to the CHAY-OS. It's clean because he wants you to notice him.
So we want to love Carl so much. We do love Carl so much. But Carl gives no shits about us. He doesn't want to be
Zero
pet.
shits.
He wants us to feed him.
He loves being fed.
That is very apparent. But apart from that, wants absolutely nothing to do with us whatsoever. And it's so frustrating. We've been feeding him for a year.
Almost.
He would rather eat garbage,
literal garbage,
than interact with us.
Not just bad food,
but literal fucking garbage.
Actual his favorite thing in the world, garbage.
He's a garbage cat.
He's fucking garbage cat. He loves garbage. But yeah, I seen this pop up on my
Oh God, that made my like anxiety just.
But yeah, can we put more billionaires in submarines and lose them in the ocean? Cut, Bracken! He needs to expect 3 more years. So we were actually we talked about that, Jason, in a sense of like some of the one gentleman that's the British billionaire.
Yeah.
He's gone to space on the space, or the Elon Musk, or
Bezos.
Jeff Bezos Blue.
Yeah.
He has. He's gone down Mariana's Trench, I think with James fucking Cameron. I think that was the picture I seen.
He's done like a lot of...
And now he's inside this death capsule that looks like I literally rigged it together out of an old propane tank. And, like, could you imagine having so much money and being so bored with life that putting yourself in a life or death situation such as this?
Well, they have till tomorrow morning to find them, and then they run out of air.
Yeah, it's just, there's so... Like, we had watched something that he's like, yeah, even if everything fails, you'll still have oxygen. That's how it's been designed. And I was like, yeah, but that's like 5 people in a tube of darkness.
Like, I can't even imagine the anxiety. Like, I can't.
How do you, like... So the thing is like they talk about, oh yeah, they have 96 hours of oxygen, but so that's assuming, I guess, everybody. Sorry, my ribs hurt. That's why I'm doing this.
Did you see what his the billionaire's stepson tweeted about going to a Blink 182 concert? He's like, this might seem disrespectful, but my family would want me to go to the Blink 182 concert, and it's like,
yeah, my parents know how much. How important it is to me to go to Blink 182. My family would want me to be here. Stepson of British billionaire on board missing Titanic sub attends Blink 182 concert after learning of disappearance and says, music helps me in difficult times. So this is the post. It might be distasteful being here, but my family would want me to be at Blink 182 show as it's my favorite band and the music helps me in difficult times. Why would you post it? You know, like I could see if someone took a picture, like this is the dude's stepson, like at Blink 182 during all this, but nobody did that. They took it upon themselves to say, this is probably a little uncouth, but check me out. I got Blink 182 merch.
T-Rex. I wish I could be in Evan's Tube of Darkness.
Evan's Tube of Darkness. Yeah, it's there's so much existential crisis because, like I said, this is they have 96 hours of oxygen, assuming nobody's panic breathing for 3 days straight.
Oh yeah.
They never mentioned anything about the bathrooms.
There is a little tiny thing, like a jug they can piss in.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's talk about the number 1 and number 2. They create methane, noxious gases, nitrogen emissions that not necessarily detract from the oxygen, but would also add other factors to the situation, right? Like you're inhaling the methane of other people. It's all in all terrible.
Have you ever seen the movie Cube?
Yeah, Cube 2, Hypercube.
It kind of like a little bit of that existential dread, except for you can't leave it.
Like farting in it. Yeah, like imagine, that's actually a great point, T-Rex. No. The being in an elevator compared to being in this submarine. You know that you're ultimately in an atmosphere that you can breathe in. It has motion.
I fart in your general direction. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberry.
You're if you did take a dump in the corner, there is still airflow, right? It's so much. I would rather be trapped in an elevator for 10 years than 10 hours in that submarine. You know what I mean? but this is a Canadian movie, I believe.
It is a Canadian movie.
This is the classic Cube.
This is what I imagine the situation is between them right now in the submarine.
I hope they brought Scrabble. I hope the only thing that they had were those little those little casino games that your grandpa had, or like those I used to have one.
Poker?
Yeah, I used to have one that looked like
Tamagotchis?
kind of, but it had 2 buttons and it was actually full of water. And you were pushing little rings up. Every time you push the button, they went...
Complete analog game.
Yeah, and you were trying to...
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, okay.
Actually, I'm kind of curious, because I haven't seen those things in so... Those were basically the pre-Game Boy, right?
Yeah.
Handheld...
You know, I just feel like maybe there's certain things that humans aren't meant to look at, and maybe ships that have fallen to the bottom of the ocean are one of them. It's for the fishes.
They only allow rock, paper, scissors. Well, it's unfortunate, but the level of panic that would set in some people.
Honestly, I was thinking about that. I was like, what if the batteries in the frickin' PlayStation controller ran out, and that's what caused it everything to stop working?
Tiger Electronics and a Game Watch. Honestly, the thing is run by a freaking Logitech. We seen something where somebody had actually said, everyone's reacting to this Logitech like it's weird, but that's what the military uses for tanks.
So I was also reading an article this morning. Like last year when this journalist went and interviewed that guy, he's the one who was like, reading the contract and stuff, and like, we've seen the footage where he's sitting there like, oh, this is like the size of a minivan, and he's like reading the contract that you have to sign. He was saying, and it wasn't shown in the video footage that we saw, that he wasn't on the sub at the time. He was on like the main ship. But the sub went missing for 2 hours while he was on boat doing the story about it. But they shut down the internet on the boat so nobody could tweet about it while they were out there covering the story of the sub.
He's done some stuff. Like he even said, we had read an article where I love your accents. We were reading an article. There was something we were reading where basically he was complaining that safety regulations get in the way of commercial or having fun innovatively.
Yeah, gets in the way of like innovation.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong. Yeah. I would love a hovercraft. Would I have lived this long? No. In my 20s, I probably would have smashed into a building.
Concerns about customer safety get in the way of technological innovation.
Yeah, and it's like...
well, you got your fucking wish, bro.
That's what everybody says that just wants your money. How disgusting is this whole thing? Well, the problem is, Jason, as well, is that I told myself I'm going to stop saying... well, or the thing is, people have pointed out in quite a few other articles that this situation is getting so much attention when literally, you're setting off the limiter with that. It's a really high-pitched click. Kind of like when I was trying to make videos and all you could hear was the seeds she was eating clicking.
My fingernail was getting caught on stuff, so I had to trim it so that it would stop getting caught.
They definitely got the entire official Titanic experience.
Yes, they did.
Now I'm gonna notice every time you say it. Notice which.
What? God.
And I never noticed until now. Wait, what did I say? Oh, the spits clicking? But what I was going to say is...
I don't think that was it. But I don't know what we say lots of things, Jason.
People pointed out just
New
how...
donation from Mr. Levity.
113%?
Thank you, Mr. Levity.
Thank you.
We're gonna have such a nice anniversary tomorrow.
Yeah, it's our anniversary tomorrow, and we're gonna maybe go for a little trip around and see maybe where we go somewhere we haven't gone yet to take a look.
Now I'm gonna notice every time you say "well" or "the thing is."
Oh shit. Well, Jason, every time I do it, let me know.
You just did it again.
Damn it! I gotta break it. It's like smoking. Happy anniversary gift. Well, it's a good thing that there's a little bit of time before the next celebration, or else Mr. Levity would be bankrupt. Yeah. Thank you so much. Jesus is a friend of yours, and also Mr. Levity, you're nasty. But
and just for the record, non-denominational Jesus. It's any Jesus you want it to be.
Any Jesus.
Yeah.
Whatever Jesus floats your arc. Floats your arc. But there's this submarine is getting so much attention when it's like 5 of the 0.1%.
Well, I think it's just because like you can imagine yourself in that situation and the level of fucking dread.
Can I have the famous wiener in my anus?
You can.
Because it's not like, you know, like. Okay, so I guess there was like a situation like around a week ago as well where there was like a boat that sunk and 77 people were on the boat. That like I think it was a Greek boat, and 77 people unfortunately perished in the accident. Oh my gosh, you guys! Thank you.
Thank you so much, you guys. We just had to replace the sink faucet and stuff too, so
it helps.
It definitely helps with that stuff. You guys are sweet.
But yeah, so there was this boat, and I believe it was a Greek boat, and 77 people perished in the sinking of this boat around a week ago. And unfortunately, it is not being covered in the news, especially because it was such a large loss of human life. Whereas, like, you know, this submarine is being covered in the news a lot more. But I do think, like, the main difference is, I would think, is the people who perished on the boat, it was a relatively, like, quicker death than in comparison to what these people are experiencing, regardless of, like, wealth. Like, those people those people are sitting at the bottom of the ocean contemplating everything. Like, they have nothing but time until they perish, right?
Yeah, and it's like, as much as it's saying, can we trap more billionaires in the bottom of the ocean? The fact that they're down there right now, their material wealth or fame or fortune means nothing.
Yeah.
They have been stripped of everything, and they're literally 5 people
in a metal tube in the bottom of the ocean. For anniversary prostitute.
I don't even know what that would be like in the middle of nowhere, Saskatchewan. Yeah. But the sad thing is 4 of the people on there have gotten to live lives of luxury. The one person's son,
like, I think he's like early 20s.
Yeah, like okay, you know, he's lived
probably had a
very privileged life, but he trusted his dad. Like, hey, you know, this rich douche owns a submarine, and you're gonna take me with you? Yeah, let's go do that. Like, if someone handed me like, I don't particularly have a lot of, say, that material fortune to leave behind when I pass. But even if someone handed me a contract that says, like, we're not liable if you die, I would be like, I'm not doing this. Fuck you. You know what I mean? Just thought, why don't you ask your neighbor? All right, wait for it. I got that stupid heart thing. Just bite your neighbors. He seems nice. Sorry, that little heart thing blocks the ability to see sometimes.
Higher.
Let me do it. Refresh.
Bite. It says higher.
Why don't you just hire your neighbor? He seems nice. asking him if he wants to make a stew. Or they book surprise and someone in a coyote furry suit shows up. You guys want to talk about being old for just a petite minute of time? Who remembers these bad boys? Handheld Game Boys before handheld Game Boys were a thing. You got, I don't even know what that one is, actually. It's a Nintendo one. But, like, these types of things,
Oh, yeah.
these, like, I don't know.
We have, like, a one in the camper.
Do we really?
Not, like, it's a card game, or it might be Scrabble.
Hey, Melissa, good to see
Melissa.
ya. Who is a cute ginger kitty under your trailer?
We've named him Carl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Carl. He just...
We've been feeding him for about a year.
Yeah, for as long as we've been able to, do stuff out here, he's been showing up, and we feed him. He won't let us pet him.
Melissa's Rosie Games, right?
I believe so,
Yeah.
unless there's more than one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Carl is our outdoor cat. He's more well behaved than our new outdoor dog.
Yeah. Yeah. We have an outdoor dog now too. His name is Limpy, and he's a coyote.
Philip had some tiger branded ones. I think all mine were tiger branded too. Like, I've never seen that. That's badass. I have a couple strays I feed. One is named Ralph.
Aww.
Ralph. Yeah, Krissy picked Carl.
I did
and
pick
it just
Carl.
became... We realized the way that we say Carl.
Carl.
We realized we say Carl.
Carl.
Very, very Canadian.
Hey,
Sup,
silly.
nerds? Sup, silly boy? We were actually going to do a little garden tour maybe in a bit.
Yeah.
So, Philip, yes, I did get rid of it. I did not...
He dug around it.
Yeah, about 6 inches around it, I dug under it and took the pitchfork and walked it way out into the neighbor's unkempt area and just threw it there. I will not be getting any type of diseases. Thank you.
And then he had a shower.
Yes. Did you shit? I should have actually. I was wondering, Jason, if he was going to show up and be like,
Why'd you move my poop?
"Where's my dump?" Or like, he'd walk over there and be like, "How did this get over here?" You guys, if you need a little silly lore, just
Philip.
flip.
How else would you say it?
Flip.
Philip.
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 It's fill her up.
Philip.
Fill her up.
Philip.
Fill her up.
Philip. Is
I
it?
know I've already said I love your accents. Philip. My name on here used to be Rosie Games on it. It keeps disappearing. Oh,
Huh.
weird. But yeah, these things, look at how much they're selling for. $100 for the Home Alone one.
That's a little
I
much.
guarantee that there was not enough going on in that game to make that worth $100.
No,
You probably
not at all.
go move left and right and dodge things or something. But yeah, these were, if you want to talk about being old.
Yeah, we have like a Scrabble one, I think, in the camper.
The problem is too, is that it's triggering my nostalgia so hard that I'm like, I know these are awful in
Simon's
almost
Quest?
every way, but I want one right now. I want to play one. What is this one? Tiger Electronics Punch Your Lights Out?
$105 for that too. Did you ever have a speak and spell?
No.
I had a speak and spell
But
growing
it
up.
sounded
But we didn't.
like...
But we didn't have the booklet. I didn't have the booklet for it, so I wasn't able to do all of the activities on the speak and spell. But I loved my speak and spell. I played with that so much.
I thought it's supposed to sound, doesn't it sound like demonic? Isn't that the running joke about it?
I mean, it doesn't sound natural. That's,
They made a 2019 model.
oh.
Wow, this person The 8-bit.
Hello, and welcome back to the 8-Bit Guy. In this episode, we're going to have a look at the Speak and Spell. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're going to say, but David, didn't you already do an episode on the Speak and Spell?
I want to hear it.
Actually,
I don't want to see
several
the
years
unboxing.
ago. So why am I doing another one? Well, it turns out that at the end of 2019, they actually released a new Speak and Spell.
Moving on. I want to hear... Don't hear that anymore. I mean, this one of these has got to be it.
I've got another classic battle station for Don't Hear That Anymore on Retro Battle Stations. A real Speak and
That
Spell,
wasn't like the one I
original
had.
line with the chiclet buttons.
It didn't have the chiclet buttons. It was like flat with kind of like a plastic top.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It sounds like Bonsai Buddy.
That is what it sounds like.
Ugh, I hate
I
Bonsai
loved
Buddy.
it. I had so much fun with my Speak and Spell.
Is there a different one, like the Canadian Speak and Spell? There's usually a crappier version that we get. Toys R Us. Toys R Us doesn't even exist anymore, does it?
No, I think it's closed down. I loved that Speak and Spell. Oh my god.
Yeah,
what a good
I don't
time.
know.
What a good time that was.
I never had one. I never learned to read, actually.
I think it was actually my brother's, and then I got it.
The old hand-me-downs. I used to love...
My brother was born in like 79.
What's the board game where you have to guess who... Like, you have a bunch of panels of people... like match game, and you flick. You're like, do they have brown hair, and they flick them down.
Yeah, you're guessing who is like who did something.
Yeah, is it guessing a murderer?
What's that? It's the name of the game.
It's like
they have like all different pictures. It's
match
not Clue.
the person board game.
Something like that.
Just guess who.
Guess who.
Man, I suck.
Yeah, that's it. That's absolutely it. Guess who. God damn it.
Yeah,
Remember
where each person has these and you have to knock them down and everybody just kind of like cheated.
The Great Mouse Escape or whatever?
Great Mouse Escape?
I think that's what it was called.
Like board game?
Yeah.
Mousetrap?
Mousetrap.
Oh, Inspector Mouse, The Great Escape is a thing. I never actually played Mousetrap.
I had Mousetrap. We never actually played it. We just set it up and set off like the thing. Because that was the most fun part.
Yeah.
Never actually played the board game.
I never played it. We had like Hungry Hippos.
Oh, I played that.
But like, what was the purpose of Hungry Hippos? Because all we did was it just whoever got the most balls?
That's it. That's what because you're a hungry hippo. So the point is to get as many balls because you're a hungry hippo. So the point is to feed your hippo as much as possible.
So you basically just.
We also played Sorry.
Sorry.
We played a lot of Sorry.
I have a number of community cats that come visit my porch at night. 2 of the boys are Po from Kung Fu Panda and Ralph. Aww. They seem to be quite the pair. I need to get a video of them. They rub on each other and it's so cute. That, honestly, so we did see Carl once with a friend under the camper. As we got slightly closer, as I got slightly closer, I realized Carl was sharing a bowl of food with a motherfucking skunk. And I was like, oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That skunk's name was Little Parm, just simply because one day he was in our yard for an extended period of time with a Parmesan cheese container on his head.
Yeah, Little Parm.
Yeah. He kept coming back. But we haven't seen him in a while, thank God.
Thanks for testing those commands, Jason. I technically hadn't done that. That one I don't believe works, but I can make it where it responds with, "Hi, my name is Jason. If you want, my name is Jeff." The sun keeps apparently going behind clouds. The skunk was Carl's lover. Don't be a hater. I'm not. I saved you. That means I saved Carl's lover's life by getting that Parmesan cheese container off its head. My neighbor and I talked about if we had filmed that.
Oh, yeah.
We'd have basically been famous. But we'd never seen that skunk ever again, so it probably died.
Yeah, I think that was one of the last times it came by.
They have a Pepe Le Pew. Pepe Le Pew. So yeah, 80s handheld games. I'm pretty sure the only reason that conversation came up was because of the controller they used to steer the missing submarine.
Yeah.
It's all cyclical.
I do.
In ADHD.
I mean, like, they have less than 24 hours now to find them. I really, like, I hope they do. Because, like, I mean, that's no way to, like, this is... Even, it's such a traumatic event.
Honestly, I don't think you will be... They'll be mentally affected for life if they survive. Like, you'd never be able to go in a tight space, you'd think.
No. Oh, God, no. Claustrophobia to the fucking max.
It would just be... It would be...
And, like, it also makes you sad because I believe you want to enter death with as, like, peaceful and calm of a mind as possible. And this is not an environment to elicit that response from oneself.
Did it sound like I did?
So
I honestly couldn't imagine. I don't even want to. Usually I try to be as empathetic as possible and put myself in other people's shoes, but
Melissa,
I can't.
We were just saying, I guess, that they've heard that, like, they've been hearing, like, what, thumps?
Yeah,
thumps from the deep or
this
something?
article came out. Oh,
Today is the 21st.
Oh, yeah, it just must be a different time zone. I was like, how did this happen in the future?
Probably.
But they apparently have detected underwater noises in the Titanic wreck
But if
site.
they can detect these noises, how can they not triangulate where the thing is?
Well, I mean, I guess we assume that they have the technology to do that, but if anything, I know they know how to use sonar or, like, echolocation when they're producing the sound, you know, like, to detect where they are. But we're continuing to support the United States that's leading the search and recovery effort. They detected underwater noises in the search area. As a result, ROV operations were relocated in an attempt to explore the region of the noises. Well, I hope that it's correct.
Yeah.
Those ROV searches have yielded negative results, but continue. I mean, in a weird way, what I had said is that it being named Ocean Gate is kind of, you know, like, there's Deflategate and Watergate. Now there's Ocean Gate, where the billionaire man took other billionaires into the ocean.
Yeah.
We were watching something where someone had said, I think it was a year before, someone went to do a journalistic piece on it, and they commented how it looked like it was rigged together.
That was the guy who, remember I said when he, so when he was on board doing that piece, it went missing for 2 hours. But that was when they shut the internet down so that they couldn't talk about it.
Yeah. So the thing is this is a bad idea. Don't forget Gamergate. That's true. There's tons of gates, you know. But
it's so windy out there now.
Is it?
Well, I just see the stalks of the sunflower plant going.
Oh yeah, our sunflower is doing well. We'll show you guys the garden. But yeah, it's
Should I walk around with the camera this time and you narrate?
It's true.
Because normally it's the other way around. I'm the one who narrates and he's the one who saunters. And so maybe I will be the saunterer and you can be the narrator.
Maybe we could do that.
Did we want to go do that now?
Yeah, let's do that now.
Let me
just
prepare
keep
myself.
in mind that the motion in this isn't as fluid. So, like, when you get to something, you want to pause on it for a little bit.
I don't like to go outside with socks in my Crocs in case ticks decide to cling to my feet. Then at least I can feel them on my skin. And I can be like, fuck off, tick. gross. Do I have this the right way? Yeah, okay.
Alrighty, Spidey. She's venturing into the outside. I'll bring the microphone in here and we'll get sassy with it. We'll just get a little sassy with it. So, this is a garden. Have you ever seen such a garden? This is the basil leaf. It's actually really neat. It looks very plastic perfect. These are the tomato plants. Look at them freaking maters. Freaking maters all day. They are growing really tall. They have been watered a lot. Nice nose. She's holding them up right now with these little metal stake things we have, but they're at least waist height on me, which is like, I don't know, several feet high. Those are cucumbers. Those are the ones that were planted from seed, so they will... Oh, this is the cauliflower, sorry. Cauliflower is a little weird. It doesn't really look like it's doing very well when it's growing. These are hot peppers, and they are actually growing quite fast. You'll see there's a ton of little ones, and they're quite spicy, and they're really nice. Our neighbor thought she gave us a cucumber plant for this one, but it's actually a squash plant, and it is growing like mad. The one bulb has already been fertilized and it's growing, and the other ones I think just did. She's showing the vines going up right now. This is another cucumber plant. This one's got the Big Daddy Cuke on it. The Big Daddy Cucosaurus. It's growing and vining up very nicely. Look at that freaking big fat cukey. Look at that fat cuke. Look at that bad boy. It's got another one that's about half the size and then another one growing off of it. That's a different type of cucumber plant. I think it's burpless. And they're growing. She's standing by the potatoes, which all grew out of potatoes that we had bought that turned to eyes or whatever. Then you stick them in the ground. I've never actually had fried green tomatoes. So that might be something we'll have to try because we'll have a plethora. I did cut the grass. It's a lovely cucumber. So this is the flower pot the neighbor gave us with 2 sunflowers in it. And some other flowers. It's kind of bringing the bees about. It's really lovely. See all the bees. So that is where Carl hangs out. By the camper. There's the power board where that expecting it. There's the tiny house. That's our big water tank full of water. There will be less in it as we do laundry today. And she's about to come in the door. And holy crap!
Hi. It's a bit windy.
I couldn't tell. So, I mean, it doesn't actually look that bad when it's really close.
What? Are you talking about your mustache?
My face in general, I guess.
I think your face looks nice.
Here, let me switch. Yeah, that cucumber is beastly. Both of you have gone English. Oh, it's a bit windy. Oh, please try them, Evan. My granddad used to grow tomatoes in his porch, and they were gorgeous when green.
Green tomatoes?
Yeah, Melissa said she loves fried green tomatoes, and I've never actually had them.
Oh, no, me neither. I've seen them.
I've heard that there's a movie about it.
Yeah, with like Oprah Winfrey?
Yeah, I don't know what it's about. But
me neither, really.
I thought it was like a coming of age story or something. I've heard that before. People say such things. It's easy. Flour with salt and pepper in the coating. You dip the tomato in an egg wash and then coat them in the batter and fry them. We never deep fry them, but you can do that. That sounds good. But when they're big, but just before they redden. It's a very sad movie about friends. Trains death and cancer. Okay, well, the actual food sounds significantly better than that.
Mm-hmm. I feel chill now.
You caught yourself a bit of the chill.
It's not like it's cold, but it's like I think it's about 20 degrees Celsius out right now. So with that wind, it just feels a little bit. Whew.
I wonder how much windier it is out? Not in our lot.
Probably way worse.
We have a lot of trees that really.
I did not see Carl.
We did feed Carl this morning.
He tends to actually. I think he really likes Evan a lot more than me. Just because I've tried to force my friendship on him more in the past, and I don't think he's very keen about that.
I kind of ignore him.
Yeah.
So when I would be like, hey, Big Sheeny! The Sheenster, just always lovely to see. He's an absolute beast of a speedrunner. Dropping some nasty moves.
It's 16 degrees Celsius in Sacramento. It is, it's 14 degrees Celsius right here, so. Close. We're very close. A little bit chilly.
14 Celsius. Yeah, it's actually been really nice, to be honest.
High of 20 today.
It has not been so cold or hot that I've been dying, which is just peaches. Finally made it, Big Sheeny. Thank you so much.
We just showed off the garden and our big cucumber.
Yeah, I was just showing off Mrs. Krissy was showing off the big cucumber.
We're going to have a lot of squash, too. I'm not sure what kind of squash it is.
We're going to have to get some beef so we can squash that beef.
We're growing mystery squash. Our neighbor gave us a bunch of cucumber plants. And she got some of, I guess, her seeds mixed up this year. So one of the cucumbers she gave us is definitely a squash of some sort.
Yeah, some kind of squash. Well, I'm just looking at our dropped frame rate, Sheeny, and so for us, it seems to work better. The other thing is I don't have the longevity as you do, my friend. I can't stream for as long. I've tried, but my body doesn't let me with my physical condition. So this is just kind of the best way we found where, some people who are able to join us live they don't get flushed with a bunch of ads. Things seem to work better quality-wise. And we get to kind of
do extra little content stuff
little things. I know everybody says you could have done you can still do that if you're on Twitch, but it's different.
Melissa, yes, I believe they are part of the same family.
The difference is knowing that once you're done streaming, it's not dead in the water.
Yeah,
is kind of nice,
Like future people. Future people will consume this.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I would have filmed Carl before and put him on Twitch or whatever, but then if nobody's seen it, it would be gone. Nobody goes there for content that's not currently live, typically. So for us not being able to stream as long as a lot of people and stuff like that, for our family and you guys, our friends and stuff, it's just a lot easier to be able to get it. And like you said, because there isn't as many streamer or server related connection issues, there are still some Starlink problems, some connection things, but everything else it seems to be working a little better. I love my daily dose of Evan and Krissy. Well, thank you, Philip. Cucumber and squash, are they in the same family?
Yes, I think that from what I understand they are. They're both,
you said you can save it like how long you want. Yeah, it's kind of weird to cut your own video up after, in a sense, because you get to take out all the weird stuff. Not weird stuff, but you know how I pause a lot or I say, well, the thing is, like, you get to chop that out. Like, even what I'm saying right now would probably be gone because it's just baloney. Yeah. So when you're live, you get to kind of see that stuff, but we know that 2 hours can be compressed down into like 19 minutes of actual
good content.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like I struggle with it, Melissa. Do I call people by like their name that they have or their Twitch handle that I also know them by? So like we were actually just saying this morning, like it's weird. Do we call Mr. Levity, or do we call him Philip? I don't know. We call them both.
Yeah, Philip. Fill her up. You test like Kick or YouTube for Mario, but there's not many other platforms. Yeah, overall there's less streamers. Yeah, absolutely. So the interesting thing about that, we were watching some stuff on, basically, so Kick is an abnormality because they have money behind the scenes that they can throw at it, as opposed to using money generated from the service to throw at it. Because they're a gambling company, right?
They did. We were watching something where they were reading an article that said that Kick wants to try to pay people like hourly for streaming, like pay
minimum wage.
Yeah, streamers a minimum wage for streaming, which I think is a pretty cool idea. Like that's a very democratizing idea in regards to streaming, but.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where that goes because the only thing that acknowledges is a platform doesn't exist without the people making the stuff people are watching. You know what I mean? Like if nobody streamed on Twitch for a day, how many people do you think would go on Twitch?
Yeah.
If no one uploaded any new videos to YouTube, how many people would go on YouTube? Nobody's going to watch YouTube shit or the stuff produced by Twitch. They only want to watch the people that would be technically contractors in the situation.
My only issue with Kick, and I think like a lot of people's issues with Kick right now, is kind of like how it started, right? And it started because they couldn't do gambling on Twitch anymore. And then also, like, if you think the fact that like that Aiden Ross is kind of like, you know, the face of Kick right now. And
what's his name? Trainwrecks.
Yeah. He's the one who went and created it so he could do online gambling. And then they got Aiden Ross on there who like legit just streamed like the Super Bowl and also like...
Oh yeah, so XQC... They just gave $100 million, and the first thing he did was stream The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
And a moderator had to pop into the chat and put an overlay pop up that said, "You cannot do this. Please cancel your stream immediately, and we will be getting rid of your VOD." So, yes, Kick is... correct. Silly Hat Man, better creators having more places to go isn't a bad thing by any stretch.
Not. Yeah, it's really
domestic violence. That was an accident, Jason. She could beat me up.
Not true.
I wouldn't. I don't have. I'm a disabled man.
Yeah, he's a disabled man.
If you hit me in the knee, I wouldn't be able to get up for hours. Canadian man beats wife on YouTube stream. There's also Float Plane. Not sure you spell it. Yeah, there's a couple. So the interesting thing, it was actually Moist Critical's video where he touches on Some Ordinary Gamer, his video where he was saying Twitch doesn't necessarily make Amazon money. So Twitch is lucky that an Amazon head executive hasn't come out and said, you know what, you guys are trash. Like, you don't make us money. You use AWS servers. Kick uses AWS servers. Netflix uses AWS servers. Everything uses Amazon servers. So if they really wanted to, they could just sell wholesale to any platform that wants to use it, because ultimately they would make more money that way.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just gonna address what Silly. I honestly have no problem with gambling.
No.
Like it's your own money, do what you want. I think the whole idea is like on Twitch it was promoting gambling to kids, which
Honestly,
I mean you just need to like you have to have your ages set, and like you can only like I can understand definitely wanting to control like what your kids watch. I don't have children. This is not something that concerns me whatsoever. I'm not trying to police what a child is watching or not watching. So it's literally not something that like really ever crosses my mind. Like, what about the children? Yeah, I think about it, but in as much as like I don't want my nieces and nephews to be hurt, you know?
Yeah, I actually, I don't have anything wrong with gambling because they trick kids with microtransactions constantly. Yeah. It's all a form of, it's triggering that sensation of, like that's innately in us for colorful things and whatever.
Being addicted to games.
And so it's not so much that bothers me by any stretch. No. It is more them propping up the top creators as Aiden Ross, Sneeko, Trainwrecks, people who are very openly racist and bigoted and like campaigning against trans communities like pretty much on the daily. Yeah. Like it's that aspect. The only problem is they were on Twitch prior, right? And it's not necessarily that. Yeah, no, most of them got bans and stuff, but
Aiden Ross got like kicked off because he like so closely aligned himself with Andrew Tate, and so I guess that's like for me, that's where my mind goes to is like I associate Aiden Ross with the kind of people like Andrew Tate, and that's who Kick wants to essentially like make the face of their platform. So my prejudice goes towards that, and it just is like
I do believe that they are trying to distance themselves from it. So, hey Powwow, good to see ya. So I do believe Kick is trying to distance themselves from that kind of stuff, but
poor dude
they're currently taking the advantage of Twitch's. They came out with the contract. Kick is trying to, capitalize on that. But technically, Amazon makes more money from Kick getting bigger than not because Kick uses Amazon servers.
Hi, Zaffo.
So, hey, Zaffo, you freaking lovely lass. So Big Sheeny, I can't say absolutely without a doubt that Twitch doesn't make Amazon money. But what they do is kind of like a
fucking go, lad. Let's fucking
what they do is kind of like a Twitch pays Amazon from the revenue that Twitch gets to use Amazon services, even though it's owned by the same company. So it's like a cup and ball game for the money, right? But when you factor in also having to hire people to moderate the site and everything, I'm guessing they don't make like Netflix.
We should like people are saying lots of stuff in chat. We should
Netflix is generally being in the black the red for most of its time. But sorry, for me, I do not Zaffo's chilling with Powwow. Nice. I do not understand why people go out of their way to target and campaign against trans folk. I mean, why? What's the point? It doesn't make sense. Like, it's not you're not put on this purpose to shift the way that somebody will live their life. Just live yours and leave them be.
Yeah.
Zaffo's wondering how you're doing.
Good. I'm doing good.
How we're doing? We just did a tour of the garden, so we're doing pretty good. I strongly believe in the future, this persecution of trans people will be viewed just like homosexual people. Absolutely. It's always people that don't like change. But Jimbo said they're racist. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I can't help but think that evil is willfully interfering with another person's free will. So the moment that and so to the utmost extreme, that's killing somebody. You're interfering with their free will by ending their ability to have free will, or even just like telling somebody, no, you can't make this choice for your life because I don't think it's good and I don't want it for my life. So like just like willfully like intervening in somebody's free will, I think is like ultimately the most evil thing that you can do. And I do think that, yeah, like history won't look too kindly on this point in history and how much like bigotry there is going on in general right now.
Yeah, it's really, really strange how, as people seem to think because it's 2023, we're more evolved, but we are not. In a sense of, say, acceptance and stuff. If anything, the evangelical, super Christian aspect of stuff has just gotten more widespread and discriminating against people. It's strange what people guise as protecting children in means of spreading hate. It's strange. I can see we're headed to the same place. I'm strongly invested what's in people's pants. So, Zaffo, so Kick itself, I mean, I can't say that, like, the people who run it are racist. It's just that mainly their top two creators, Aiden Ross and Sneeko, their tagline is, how many different genders are there? Like, they're to bait people into saying two. Like, they talk to, like, Nick Fuentes, and, like, you know, they hang out with not very savory people, and they're not disavowed for it, which is the extra alarming thing. You know, because there's, unfortunately, people full of hate everywhere, but if somebody says something hateful and nobody says, hey, you can't do that, well, there's a problem in itself as well, right? And Kick doesn't seem to be banning them or saying we do not tolerate this, you know what I mean? Fox News just literally circulated a memo saying be more accepting of people, and now other news outlets are jumping on them like Bud Light going woke. Yeah. It's like, well, my God, they're not going woke because they actually care. They're going woke for capitalistic reasons. They want more people to watch their shit, and they realize the dying generation of old grouchy people will eventually not be there. Everybody should just be polite to everybody else, and there would be no trouble in the world if people would just treat each other how they'd like to be treated. Oliver Hardy. Yeah. I mean, really. But I say, unfortunately, technology has kind of pushed us to a place where we feel like we don't need another person because we have access to it through the internet or delivery or whatever, but
I agree with you, Mr. Levity. Bud Light just sucks because it's gross beer. It has nothing to do with Dylan Mulvaney. She looks great. Bud Light, American beer is gross.
And my kid can get the surgery they want, so we can finally have nice things. Yeah, well, and see, that's the thing, and I've said it for a long time.
Well, and it's
attrition is the only way to get rid of these people.
I think it's also so funny that, like, people get so angry that people want to express themselves this way, yet, like, people are allowed to go get tattooed or get plastic surgery, get piercings, dye
that
their
neck
hair.
thing.
You're allowed to do all sorts of body modifications if you're a straight person. I mean, even as like a straight cisgender man, you could get hair transplant, like plugs, or you could also get like, you know, pectoral implants to make it look like you have like Superman pecs. Or I as a woman could dye my hair so my hair's not gray, or get breast implants, or get Botox or facelifts. We can do so many things to affirm our gender, or like things to like express ourselves in regards to body modification. But it's not an issue because we're expressing ourselves within like a cisgender norm, but the moment you like challenge that, for some reason it's an issue, and I just don't get it.
Yeah, and the sad thing too, like Silly Hat Man's kind of saying, hopefully, like, you know, the normal people prevail. The normal as in, you know, people who can live in society with other people. But a lot of young people right now are learning that being blatantly polarizing gets you more clicks, right? So as we've kind of said before, there might be a whole swath of people that instead of growing up learning to mold their opinion through life and what they've learned through others and situations, they'll pick a set values and rigidly stick with those and just cut everybody else out of their life and call them the devil, you know?
Yeah.
One of my I might get breast implants so I can feel my own boobs. One of the workers was speaking to me the other week about trans issues. She was like, I'm not cis. I hate being called that. I'm like, it's not a slur. It's an identification.
And it's the reason why I think that, so I think the reason why typically it seems to be like white straight people who are really pissed off about it is because for a very long time, we've been the group of people that have been handing out labels. And for the first time, somebody's handed us a label and we don't know how to fucking deal with it.
Well, look at when people were saying I think I can say it in this context, crackers.
Yeah.
There was like the one time a group of people
She's white and straight.
Gave an association to white people they didn't like, and it kind of became a thing. And I've never met somebody who it actually bothered them deep down, you know?
No.
There we go. It looks like we're back.
I think part of the reason why people care so much about, just replying to what Mr. Levity said, sadly, at his office, everyone except for him doesn't agree with like the trans people debate. It's because we're so outwardly focused on other people. Like, ultimately, the person you should be focused on and concerned about the most is yourself. The only thing you can control in life is your reaction to a situation.
That's it.
And beyond that, like, everything is out of your control. So why care so much about how this person who lives on the other side of fucking town has decided to express themselves? All you can do is make sure that, like, every day you are doing your best to be a good person in every situation that you are in.
Yeah.
That person, their life does not affect you until, like, you are interacting with that person.
Yeah.
And you best do your best to just be a nice person to them.
Yeah, I mean, the problem with old people not being accepting either is, like, who the fuck you think's gonna end up taking care of you? All these people that you shit on all the time.
And especially if you're, like, straight, because it usually seems it's, like, straight married men that are super pissed off about it. And it's like, if you're straight and married, then you shouldn't matter because you're married. Like,
yeah, it's exactly.
Do you feel bamboozled?
Choosing to change their gender because of reasons. Well, there's a lot of things when it comes to human beings that we don't allow the same scientific dissection as we do with other species. You know, we will willingly say how many other species engage in same-sex intercourse or, you know, polygamy, basically, or no, say that's a bad one, because that one is bad. But you know what I mean? Like, we acknowledge other species have other genders, but we say nope, humans couldn't. Humans couldn't possibly. It's all very strange. Which arguments mental gymnastics they use to say that this is why something is, but then you can't get them to do the same gymnastics to realize why that's crazy. It's like, well, if you believe this, how can't you come over here and believe this? Why do people care so much about other people's sex habits? I mean, really, I don't want to know what people do. Don't hurt others.
Yeah, exactly.
My 2 stray male cats behave like a couple. I don't see anyone complaining about the gay dolphins. And also, Ollie, my doggo, only ever humped other males. Well, there's that one, isn't it the monkeys, the bonobos, where basically if the women aren't...
They'll just kind of do it.
Yeah, if the women don't want to have sex with the men go have sex with themselves and say, right. Fuck you. We're going to work. And like a bro jerking off another bro is just like a high five. Like, you look stressed, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
As long as you and the other person have like what's the word? Something
consent.
Yeah, consent.
Mutual consent.
But it's like, but they use a word now, and it's like fuck, I'm struggling.
Does it specifically have to do with 2 men masturbating each other?
No. It's something consent, but it's like not excited consent.
I know what you're talking about. I just can't think of the word.
Yeah, exactly. I'm fucking struggling right now. But it's like expressive, excited consent. Expressively excited consent is basically like the kind of gist of it.
Yeah, like not exuberant.
Something like that.
Someone will tell us. Yeah. You guys think about it and tell us what we're thinking
of.
Exactly.
Not implied consent.
No, I think that's the bad one.
No, implied. No. It's like exuberant, not exuberant consent, but...
Like the person enthusiastic
consent. That's it. Yes, Jason. At the same time, we all said it.
Yeah, that's because Jason.
Consent.
I don't know if you guys know this. He's the champion of the goddamn spelling bee. He knows almost everything about spelling bees. It's true. Mom, Dad, look at me, champion of the spelling bee.
My stoner brain, you know.
Champion of the spelling bee.
Claps.
Oh.
Yes, have enthusiastic consent, and both make sure you're like of age.
Yeah, I don't know. I would just assume that the one thing that we're not put here to do is to make sure other people live a certain way, or else we'd never evolve. Yeah. The problem with a lot of these things is it makes a lot of people feel uncomfortable. But if something makes you uncomfortable, it's your responsibility to figure out why. Why does seeing 2 men hold hands in the park make someone feel uncomfortable? What happened in your life, or what were you exposed to, or what thoughts are in your mind that for some reason is giving you this, or this is giving you a reaction when you walked by 2 other people that it didn't give you the reaction. So it's, you know what I mean? It's like when you're in an argument with somebody and you just can't come to terms, like the 2 of you can't find common ground. I just lost my train of thought, but...
Do you want me to get Jinjee for you?
Jinjee? Jinjee?
Jinjee. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, meow. Meow.
Yeah, I don't know. Everybody just says it's, oh, the kids are uncomfortable. It's like, no, you're uncomfortable. Your kids probably don't even assign particular values to whatever you think.
I lured him out, but he immediately went to the food, so I need to let him eat as penance for waking him.
Penance. We could put this in super, what's it called mode? Super fisheye mode. This is all the light coming in the door. Ooh, it's bright.
It makes it look bigger in here than it actually is when you do that. For the record, we live inside a 10-foot by 10-foot cube.
A 10-foot by 10-foot cube? Oh, yeah.
With a sleeping loft.
The sun is just unimpedably coming in through the door. Here, I'll block it. Fisheye people! Jinjee, welcome! You gonna swaddle him?
Well, if I put this on my lap, he's more likely to stay because he likes the softness of this.
Let's go back to the regular camera. Boo, there we go. Oh, now we need more light. Boo.
No,
Jinjee.
stay.
Cause it's the love nest, love in that nest. Here, let's balance this a bit.
What's that?
You want me to beat your dick off?
Thought we wanted to show Jinjee.
Dick off? I'll beat your dick off with both hands. What's up?
Hi.
Did you just wake up, handsome boy?
Like, yeah, no, I want to go eat food.
But
Bye.
we tried, you guys.
Sorry, Jason.
Sorry, Jinjee isn't in the mood for being seen today. Well, what happened is the grocery bag he commonly sleeps in fell over into like a little grocery bag den that he now lives in, and he loves it.
Yeah.
Yodi! Good to see you, bud. Hopefully you're doing well, my friend. The freaking Yotes love Jinjee. We can't pretend that he's not the only thing that...
We did get a new webcam that we could use just as a Jinjee cam.
That's true. The only problem is that he's never like in his spot.
No. Jason, we try. Jinjee gives no shits. He's wild, man. He's a cat. I always say cats are kind of like quantum computers.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out AI, and we still haven't figured out cats.
Yeah.
Like somebody said, we seen a video or a meme where someone's like, "Can we talk about cats just literally can walk into your house, say I live here, and you'll go get them food?"
Kind of like Carl, except Carl's like, "I hate you, but feed me." And we're like, "Okay, Carl, let us spend money on food on you. Please let us love you." And he's like, "No, nah."
Like literally nothing else. Like, oh, I wonder if
coyote. We've had a coyote showing up in our yard.
Yeah, Coyote, thanks for coming the other day and taking a dump in our yard.
Yeah, you left a big old deuce in the back. That was very nice of you.
Yeah, it was really great for you to do that.
You really like our compost bin. That's kind of cool. Cats did domesticate themselves, it's true. They just kind of like sauntered up and they're like, "Hey, I will kill you mice if you just..."
But think of the list of animals.
You silly, I'll dump in your yard too.
Think of the list of animals that could literally walk into your living room and you wouldn't immediately try to get them out. It is a very small list.
Wait, I learned how to... like, this is how the kids do the heart nowadays with their finger. Can't do it. I struggle so hard. Heart.
Silly James man.
My fingers look like I'm having a stroke. Never mind. Okay, I tried.
It looks like you're building a rope?
No, I said it looks like I'm having a stroke.
To be clear, who? So I built a heavy lid for our garbage cover, Silly Hat Man, our garbage bin, and because the day before the coyotes threw our garbage everywhere.
Not the coyotes, a coyote.
A coyote named Limpy, who limps when he runs.
You know, it might have also been Carl, because Carl has proven himself time and time again to be a garbage cat.
Yeah, Carl is a dick.
Let me grind while I build this road. Fuck yeah.
Fuck you.
Jason, I will poop in your yard if you need me to. Jason will assert the human dominance that's needed.
Audio.
Oh, we tried to watch Australian Alone last night.
We didn't try.
We did watch one episode of Australian Alone last night.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
There was one lady that just she just kept losing everything. Or like just being like, "I'm a silly Billy. Oh, bloop, floop, bloop, bloop. Let me drop everything. I'm a silly Billy in the middle of nowhere in Tasmania. Ooh." And she was kind of annoying for that reason, because she just like kept dropping and losing shit.
Which way is up? This way is up.
Hi, Jinjee. Can you see Jinjee?
A little bit. That's perfect.
There.
That's his favorite spot to chill out. So
There, we
hope
got
you like that.
a little Jinjee cam there. Don't take my food away like that. Now I gotta try not hit the cable. Little Jinjee.
Aw.
How you get so cute, little Jinjee?
He does look so cute.
Oh no, did I put it in? You're supposed to be here. There we go. That's the Jinj. Gingeman 5000 can't not have the Jinjee. Actually, here, let's put. Oh, sorry.
Where'd he go? There he is.
Let me rename that
Hi, Code.
to JCam. Holy, is that the disposable gamer? Thanks for coming in there, bud. Here, let's put Jinjee there. He looks good over there. Hi, Jinjee. Slowly falling asleep in his snuggle place. He loves that spot. How are you, Codester? Code with the Cody of the Coderoo, the disposable gamer. For those of you who do not know this, you should. He's so cute.
He is so cute.
You should check out the disposable gamer. I think if I go like this. I think if. Oh no. Fuck. One sec. Don't click that. Or wait. Maybe
we
it does
can't
work.
do a 24-hour Jinjee cam. It's just impossible. He moves around too.
No, I forgot to put the @ sign. Don't click that. What? Do I not know how to spell? The disposable gamer? Is there spaces? Does it allow spaces in a URL?
Since when?
It might put. Weird. I thought that worked. Okay. Follow code sent. You dingle dinguses. 24-hour Jinjee cam. We could probably do some Jinjee cam.
Yeah, this is like the amount of Jinjee cam you'll get.
The thing is
he moves.
It could be a stationary picture.
Yeah.
You don't even know.
He's also a living, breathing thing who needs to, like poop and eat and move around and meow and be annoying and.
Well, I mean, let's not be silly with it. We could also use it for the birds.
The burbs?
There's no birds right there anymore right now at this moment in time.
It was actually really sweet. Yesterday, I was standing on our front porch, and this tiny little bird flew down into like the pile of bird food I had put on, or bird seed, and it picked up a peanut. And it flew away with this like peanut in his beak, and then like sat on like the edge of a tree branch eating this peanut. It was very cute. We had a moment of looking at each other. I'm a crazy bird lady now.
Honestly, though, birding is fun. They're just interesting creatures. I don't know what to tell you. Thank you, Silly Hat Man. I don't know if there is a shout out thing for YouTube, but I'm sure there is. It would just be hard to know the thing. But yeah, Code said he's working on something. It's gonna blow your socks off. The place where you would normally put your socks.
Hey-o.
Hey-o. Also, if Powwow and Zaffo are still here, thank you for spending your time with us while you're hanging out. I seen a picture of Zaffo's feet the other day. It's funny.
Why didn't you show it to me?
Well, it's just on Discord.
Oh. Huh.
You want to see Zaffo's feet that bad?
Maybe I wanted to see Zaffo's feet.
Does everyone? I'm just kidding. Here, I'll do it. You can get a reaction of Krissy looking at Zaffo's toes on my phone.
I
July
have no strong
4th.
opinion on feet, just to put that out there.
Judging by how badly you want to see these feet pics.
4th of July. When born by the red, white, and blue. When born by the red, white, and blue. When born by the red, white, and blue.
Is that? I've never even seen that.
Thy banner makes tyranny tremble. When born by the red, white, and blue. You're welcome.
I've never even heard that one.
I know that song from the musical The Music Man.
I don't remember where this picture was.
Oh. I'll try to put my life back together as best I can.
Yeah, I'll find it. Don't you worry.
I'm not that concerned.
Well, I mean,
it's just some feet.
You should be very concerned, though. Actually, I don't know what people know about, like, what the whole thing about feet is. I will say, traditionally, though, feet are neglected.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jenna hopped into the new Discord.
Nice.
Coyote and Melissa and Code, if you are interested, I did set up another Discord for us called The Shed, where it is a little bit more spammy with our stuff, in a sense of, like,
in case you care that much about our lives.
Yeah, any upload, shorts, videos, lives, they all get a notification and stuff. Just if you feel like getting more Evan and Krissy and Carl and Jinjee, you can join it. Otherwise,
Carl becomes before Jinjee.
Well, it just popped into my head. Otherwise, the other one will have, like, general stuff. But I figured we'd just check and see some of the funny stuff that has been popping around the old Reddit sphere. We'll bring the Jinjee camera with us.
Oh, you look so cute.
Yeah, let's go.
The end of the synthetic saloon begins.
No, I still put stuff in there. I just didn't want to be a spam lord. I feel bad for, like, people who didn't know what they signed up for.
Yeah.
You know, like, if you signed up for, like, just Twitch live stream alerts and then all of a sudden you start getting all this other stuff, I mean, it kind of made sense to me. I don't know. It wasn't from a place of... It was more from a place of not being annoying. So, look at that. We got the Jinjee cam. We're about to see a shadow versus a blonde, apparently. I haven't heard of blonde. Yeah. Do we just not go on Reddit forever, though? Oh shit, she's trying to paint that banister spot. It's windy out.
It's very windy out.
Maybe, I don't know why, I feel like there's so much going on. I feel weird watching or looking at Reddit. Does that...
Me too, I don't...
It just seems like...
Since when has the internet become such a politically weird, divisive place?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's always is.
I know it always is.
But... Yeah, it feels kind of weird.
Well, the CEO kind of killed Reddit.
Well, I actually read today that they forced a couple places to go live. A couple of the subreddits that were down, I was reading that they basically ousted everybody and installed their own mods and brought it back up for a couple. I didn't mean like that. It's just crazy what they're doing.
Oh.
I have been pretty antisocial on Discord recently. I'm not sure why. I need to post some videos of my community's cats. No, I get it, Melissa. We actually just recently feel a little bit more...
There's honestly something about switching to YouTube that felt really rejuvenating.
Yeah,
in a weird way.
It just, for me also... Like I said, the one thing I like is just knowing that You know, if say, his clips on Twitch were great, but I mean, honestly, the only time any of us watched clips was when we were giving each other shout outs, because nobody goes to watch things after it's done. So sometimes when you stream for a long period of time and then it's over and it's like, you know what I mean? No one's gonna, a couple people might go watch the VODs, but otherwise they'll just wait for you to be live again. It just feels like if you miss something, or if you're not doing it on a live stream, you just got to either wait or not do it. Whereas I know you don't have to have everything in one place, but I'm simpleton and I like having everything in one place. So if, you know, Silly Hat Man wants to watch the 7 minutes of stream that are cut into a little video to be interesting, because he's a busy guy and he doesn't have time to watch the whole live or whatever.
Like, now I can make like stupid little cooking videos and upload them. Like, I had a lot of fun making that stupid no-bake cake video. That was fun.
Yeah, I don't know. It just, we mainly, honest to God, what it was is basically, and I'm sure everybody experienced, a lot of people experienced it, where just everybody got really busy with life again, and not everybody has the time to make a live stream anymore. Or, you know, when you have available time, you are able to go outside and enjoy that time. Or, you know, your new jobs, moving, marriages, illnesses, like all of the stuff. Willie's being super busy. And we stream in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
And everybody's busy. Some people haven't even woken up yet. And it's hard to expect my family, my friends, the friends we've made online, my family and friends in personal life, Krissy's family and friends in personal life, the friends we've made all over the place. I mean,
let's be realistic. My family gives no shits about this.
What? Your bro is part of the community?
My brother. And I think my mom also watched my cake video.
The thing is but, like, when we told your mom we were on Twitch, so, like, how long have I streamed? Like, what? A year before we streamed together, and it was almost 2 years. And in that time frame, when we would mention Twitch to our family, everyone's like, I don't know what that is. Yeah. I don't have an account on that. And Krissy's mom thought we were doing sex stuff online.
Yeah, she's like, please tell me you're not doing sex stuff. I was like, no, Mom.
But then when we send her a YouTube video, she goes, oh, I watched it and I loved it. And
Can I share this?
You know, so it's like we live in a Facebook province in a Twitter, Instagram world.
Yeah.
Or a TikTok world.
Not even, this province does Instagram.
I guarantee if we started streaming on Kick, we would be one of like 12 people in the entire province. And that would be one of 50 people that know what the fuck it is. Do sex stuff.
No.
So, it's just, I don't know. It feels, I also, when I first started streaming, I felt like I had to bring in a lot of gimmicky stuff to get people to want to hang out. And, you know, all the sound command, video commands, shout outs, the gameplay, while everything, you know what I mean? And then we got to a point when less and less people were able to watch, where we kind of said to each other, well, why do we even stream?
Yeah.
Like not in a like
self
just a reflection way.
Like,
why do we stream?
What are we doing it for?
And it's so we can socially interact and meet new people, as well as we get to, you know, mold our opinions and thoughts with people who can check us, you know, or like, you know what I mean, with friends. And we just, it's become a nice way for us to,
well, and I will say the nice thing about this is, like, and I mean, we obviously haven't been doing it long. This is our 9th time streaming, but so far we haven't had any weirdos just pop in like we did on Twitch. Or like Twitch, like for example, that one person that we banned and then made a bunch of sock
Forced
puppet.
tears.
Yeah,
one person.
Yeah,
I was just so.
And honestly,
overly...
like we would have conversations about that person outside of stream because they just stressed us out so much. And then one day they came in and we were just like, no, enough, and we banned them like without them saying anything really that day. And then they just like went unhinged, and yeah, Jason was there. He had to keep banning these sock puppet accounts they kept creating, and it was just, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
the ads were also just way too
Curious said
much.
the same thing, Coyote, that he had to do it too, because, and it's sad that people aren't like, oh, I want Twitch Turbo because I want to watch a bunch of Twitch. I need to get this to make it partially enjoyable anymore.
Jason, you remember that?
Oh,
yeah,
the girls, yeah.
The original account was called Forced Tears, and like the very first day they showed up, I can't remember what the joke was, but they were making a joke that was kind of making people uncomfortable. And Abby sent them a message like, "Hey, we have no problem with you here, but these jokes are making people uncomfortable." And they were like, "Oh, okay." And then after that, they were like, fine, but occasionally they would say stuff that was kind of like, nah.
Like, didn't they say something like, let's talk about how...
Well, and they always called me woman, and they always called you bald man. And I mean, yeah, I am a woman. I have no problem acknowledging that, but to like have my whole personhood distilled being down to being just called woman, I don't know. There was something that felt mildly misogynistic about it, like just the way they were doing it. There was something about them in particular that felt mildly misogynistic. And then yeah, when we did block them, they came in and they were like saying like, "You're not Andrew Tate" or whatever.
Yeah.
And
I was like, why? Who's Andrew Tate?
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird. And so like I said, like knock on wood, like we've only streamed 9 times so far on YouTube. So
wow.
But we haven't had yeah, I don't think Woman and Bald Man would be a good YouTube channel name at all. Yeah.
I mean, that's not that bad, really. Yeah.
Yeah, the woman is talking right now. Yeah, so it was just like, it was just...
They made us feel uncomfortable in our own house. And I was like, you know what? Not today. And then the one person that we banned, one fucking person that was banned from not for like meme reasons, freak of nature, starts making accounts and stuff. I just find, the one thing I thought since we've come over here is like, say, using Rosie or Flip or Silly Hatman as an example. Like Silly made a whole new Gmail to have Silly because his other Gmail is so, it's used for so many useful things. So you're typically not going to like sully it, or you're not going to go and start saying a bunch of racist things on YouTube if you also use your email for business or whatever, right? I don't know. Beauty and the Bald. I like that. You know what? I'm actually going to make a note of that right now.
Beauty and the Bald.
Hey,
Beauty
Rosie.
and the Bald.
I'm going to make a note of that for tomorrow. Oh no, we might not be streaming tomorrow because it is our anniversary.
That's true, and we might have a friend come visit us this weekend, so we kind of just need to...
If he gets his act
tidy
together.
the camper a little bit. This friend, let me tell you, oh my goodness. Okay, so this is one of Evan's good friends from childhood, and this man is incredible. When it came to Evan's bachelor party, this man literally bicycled from Lethbridge, Alberta to Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan.
Yeah, it took him a couple days. Oh, I haven't said this for a while, but how awesome does Krissy's hair look?
Is it Carl?
No.
No, this is an actual human person, friend.
We'll see if he gets his shit together. I was talking to him yesterday, and he's figuring out today if he's going to make it, but...
Hopefully he can.
He was with 2 of my other friends from childhood, and they left me a voicemail at 2:30 in the morning of them singing the song Palmdale because when I used to get really drunk, I would wrap Palmdale around the fire all the time.
That was your favorite.
And I thought to myself, if you guys think that I'm awake at 2:30 in the morning anymore, you cray. But
it will be our 4-year wedding anniversary. Won't
it will be.
Aww.
We're gonna actually figure out the route. We're gonna maybe figure out what we're gonna do tomorrow.
We're living people's dream, being married.
Being married, folk. And thank you all for witnessing our marriage.
That's true.
And helping us.
You too can be dinks, double income, no kids, living in a shed.
Yes.
I know this is your life dream.
Part of what we were kind of saying before about, why we like to stream is, like I was saying, getting to meet you guys. Like, it sounds bad, and I'm sorry if anyone hears this that might think it applies to them, but when we made one of the reasons that I was okay making the move from Twitch to YouTube, pretty quickly is because I knew that there was only like a dozen people that I consider like
friends
that would actually come, that I would care to interact with, you know what I mean? So, if we had 450 followers and only 10 people came over to YouTube to watch us, that's the only 10 that I really cared about. And so it's been really nice to the 10 or dozen people that we would say to people are our friends also came over and must think similarly. Like everybody here, you know what I mean? It's it's just really nice to kind of get to do this. It's like I said, I can't do a lot of stuff, and it allows me to play around with apps and programs and computers and stuff, and it allows me to keep feeling, I don't know, smart or interesting or whatever, right? Those 400 followers were Jinjee's. Unfortunately, I came over to enjoy the furry coyote suit Krissy's wearing for you tomorrow. Pooping in the backyard. Have fun with the anniversary. Can you marry Jinjee? Can people marry pets?
I don't think so.
Tesla loved a pigeon. One reason I have not been upset with myself for not streaming is because I really only had a few that watched, and they all see me on Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, weren't the chances of any of us, like, that gold rush of being like PewDiePie or Mr. Beast, I don't think that really happens anymore.
No. We're also kind of too old, I think.
Yeah, and so a lot of it was, for me, it was really weird. We filmed Jinjee. We were streaming on Twitch and we were showing Jinjee, and it was a really cute moment. And then I went to go back to get the VOD and it was gone. And I was like, it's gone.
Yeah.
Like, it's just gone. And I don't have the money and equipment to be able to record everything and keep everything. And if we don't stream to become famous and make $1 billion, we stream for the fun and the memories. So
like Rosie said, I don't want to be famous. I just want to live how I want. So that's it too, right? Like, out here, our overhead costs are really low. So, like, I don't know.
We live off of a fiscal amount that most people wouldn't be able to. And we don't want for a lot.
Yeah.
Hence why, we always make things work with the equipment we have.
Yeah. I mean, we're not going to be like our neighbors that have like a tree stump with a jack attached to the supporting beam in our basement. Like, we will take appropriate safety measures.
Yeah, like, I'm not saying that I would never want nicer stuff, but there's other things in life that are more important than a better microphone.
Yeah.
Even if, there was a point in my life where I was very consumeristically minded. I bought new phones all the time, new computer stuff, I just basically anything to distract me and keep me distracted because I thought it was cool. And it actually, most of that stuff, some of it didn't even become useful until we came out here, and I was like, I'm kind of glad I bought this like 8 years ago.
And
but
we honestly downsized so much of our stuff moving out here, and it was weird. Like I know it weirded out a lot of people when we were downsizing, because like my boss at the time was like, well, don't just like go and like not exist, and I'm like, I'm not. I just we don't need so much shit living in a 10-foot by 10-foot shed.
Yeah, thank you for saying that, Rosie. I worry about things all the time because of how it's set up, but it's mainly for the memories and the fun, and you know what I mean. And if you don't have that, I mean, then why are we doing it, you know? And the other thing is again, I can't download, or I can't afford to, the computer's not good enough to record while we stream. So I have to rely on the VODs and stuff. And we can just push out more quality on YouTube. I mean, it's not ridiculous like 4K or anything, but you know, it's a little better. I think it looks a little nicer. I mean, look at that. You can see my face. Before, it was like 14 squares that looked like a face. My mouth is also as dry as nuts and butts. Hopefully. I mean, however, we gotta start some laundry, and we gotta. Oh, Jason, thank you for saying the mic sounds nice. We appreciate that.
After yesterday.
Is that jerky? Kind of.
It's fruit leather.
Fruit leather.
They're called fruit to goes.
Yeah. Do you guys have these in the States? Fruit to go. They're delicious. They're basically adult.
I love beef jerky, but beef jerky is so fucking expensive. Like you can't afford it. It is the best driving snack. Like you're going on a road trip, get yourself some beef jerky. But be prepared to spend like at least $15 on a bag of beef jerky.
Absolutely. Beef. I mean, it's probably Tennessee and Texas and some of those places, maybe it's not so bad, but for us, it's like...
You've never seen
Fruit to Goes? Bro.
They're so good.
I mean, they're basically...
It's fruit leather.
Adult candy. Yeah, it's mega expensive. It's like... heart... It's like heart symbol here for a few pieces.
It's like pound sign for a few pieces.
No, it's heart symbol.
$4.
Which is like $6.50 USD.
Oh, right.
That's like $48
like
Canadian.
Pounds.
So you've never seen these Fruit to Goes?
I love Fruit to Goes.
It's basically just blended fruit smush turned into
Do you not have Sunripe? Is Sunripe a Canadian brand?
They have thin ones and thick ones. It's basically just mashed.
Proudly Canadian.
Really?
Well, there you fucking go. Huh? I'm gonna have another one. The blue is my favorite.
Can I have one?
Yeah, what flavor you want?
I thought I was only allowed the ones you don't like.
That's not true.
See, these ones are weird. Now they make them where they split apart. They used to just be like straight flat.
Yeah, apparently Sunripe is a Canadian brand. Just found that out.
Huh. So have you guys ever had fruit leather in general?
Well,
like
I think fruit
jerky?
Yeah, they have fruit snacks.
Yeah, but I mean like in this form? See, Krissy eats it like a human being. I like to stick it all in my mouth at once.
Well, I like to try to peel it apart.
I use my tongue to fold it in like 3.
Because that way I like take a longer time to eat it.
I make it nice and thick. The texture is like Jason's sweet flesh.
Yeah, well, okay, no, so fruit roll-ups are like not fruit. there's nothing in fruit roll-ups that it's like that is straight up candy. This is like actual fruit that's been boiled and then like dried out into like leather form.
It looks like a fruit roll-up. No, fruit roll-up's like fake.
Look up a fruit roll-up.
Fruit roll-ups are those the ones that are sideways, or no? That's fruit by the foot.
No, that's a fruit roll-up.
Yeah. This stuff. This is like plastic ass
this
compared
is like
to
real...
these. This is like real fruit.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that. Chances are it's probably just apple cores and sawdust, but I mean...
Well, no, this does have actual fruit in it. Apple puree concentrate, fruit juice concentrates, apple, pear, lemon, cherry, elderberry, strawberry, raspberry, blueberry, cranberry, citrus, pectin, and natural flavor. So yeah, it's like literally like applesauce and other fruits boiled down into a puree and then dried out.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Real fruit.
Well, yeah.
It's probably as much a real fruit as you're gonna get. Okay? Good.
It's a real fruit snack. Like,
Krissy's made it.
I've made fruit leather before. It's really easy.
Why the frick can't I find a picture of one
You take fruit. You take your fruit of choice. You blend it. And then you kind of boil it to kind of break down and get the pectins going. And then you put it on, like... dehumidifier, or usually you'll want like a dehumidifier or dehydrator, or if you only have an oven, you can just put it on like a baking sheet really thin, like lined with parchment paper, and bake it at
Did it just download that?
Probably you're gonna do like 100 degrees Celsius, like, or 90, like essentially the lowest your oven will go. And then you just let it sit there until it like dries out.
It keeps downloading it, but yeah, this is the thicker version of it.
Those are his favorite. I don't like those
because they're
ones
nice
as
and
much.
thick, and the texture. I love the texture. It's kind of like fruit gnocchi. Like it's just that.
No, it's not like gnocchi.
No,
gnocchi is like
I only
fluffy.
say gnocchi because it has a unique bite.
It's chewy. It has the texture of like a 5-cent candy.
Yeah. I'll give you that. I'll give you
like
that.
a dinosaur.
Like a freaking dinosaur.
But also dinosaurs are Canadian.
Oh yeah, you guys don't have those either. Idiots.
How do you not have dinosaurs?
This stuff is basically like this is like flavored.
They're good.
Wallpaper.
I love fruit roll-ups. By the foot.
Oh yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I'll crush those. I'll crush a box of those, like no problem. But yeah, Jinjee's cute.
What was I gonna type?
I don't know. Dinosaurs?
Sours. I was about to spell it correctly.
Images.
It's actually showing it corrected it.
Put candy.
So now it just thinks I'm dumb, and I think they're called dinosaurs.
These are my favorite candy.
I'm gonna look for it. Also, I need to be careful on sugar. Yeah, we like them. They're just kind of... Honestly, if you have a dehydrator, I really liked it when Krissy made it. The material they used to make edible pancakes. I just need Evan to marry me so I can move to Canada and I can try all this Canadian food. So these are Dino Sours.
You can buy them on Amazon.
Yeah, they're basically... I don't know if McCormick's is Canadian, but they make a lot of these types of candies. These are basically just sour-shaped dinosaur candies, but it's the... They're not... There's two different types of candy, right? What they're based on. Like, gelatin or...
Oh, no, they're not gelatin-based. They're soy-based.
Yeah. So, I don't know. The feel of these ones are good. These ones we always buy.
So, if you've ever had a blue whale, they're the same consistency as a blue whale. So, in 5-cent candy,
I guess I should
you
maybe
either
show
get
blue
a
whales.
gelatin-based or a soy-based. I much more prefer the soy-based candies. They just have a better chew than the gelatin-based.
These ones are the white belly ones.
The regular blue whales.
These ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these are basically the same things, just blue whales.
Blue whales are good. I don't even know what the flavor is. It's just blue.
It's just like blue raspberry. Blue.
I'm a soy boy.
Silly hat man.
Fighting soy boy. I'm gotta be cool. Gotta be nice.
I could probably play that. I don't think it would be.
Yeah.
Do
Making
you know
new friends, having lots of fun.
Yo Soy Epic, Silly Hat Man? I once called him Soy Boy, and because I didn't know that it meant like you're soft, like a I don't know, like beta male or something. And he's like, I'm not a soy boy. I'm like, well, your name's Yo Soy Epic. I mean, what do you?
I'm gonna pull up this song. So just say.
I thought you were gonna bring up. I was gonna bring up the green frogs to see if they had them. I wouldn't eat edible panties because I'd get full and I'd fall asleep. Would it be rude to get someone with diabetes?
If you don't watch this guy, you should. He's so funny. I'm sure we can listen to this.
This is, you can just pause for a second. This was for Creator Clash.
Yeah.
For the YouTube boxing event. And Dad, the crazy guy who everyone thought beat up, Joe Rogan thought beat up his son during that event. Remember Dad?
Oh, yeah.
Dad is the one who made this for him. He says it.
No, but the guy's name is Hot Dad. It's not Dad.
Oh.
It's a different guy who just goes by Hot Dad.
Oh, apparently there's multiple Hot Dads.
Yeah.
Retract that. Delete this from the VOD. Editor Silly Hat Man. That's his gay frog shirt.
Oh wait, press line's coming up.
Time to be strong, time to show respect, time to be nice. He's the fighting soul. He's gonna hug, he's gonna kiss.
He's gonna hug, he's gonna kiss.
He's the fighting soul. Making new friends, having lots of fun. He's gonna be number one. He's the fighting soul.
Anyway, this
Making
is new friends, having lots of fun.
He has videos where he makes fun of Alex Jones a lot, and this is his gay frog shirt because Alex Jones has that.
They're making the frogs gay.
Putting chemicals in the water, turning the frickin' frogs gay.
Oh, know what sound clip we need to upload apart from that one? I did everything right and they indicted me.
I think I have that clip on here, actually.
I don't understand how he's a real human.
Oh, yeah, I do have it.
Everything right.
I typed in, is he doing an impression of himself? It's from Philip DeFranco.
I did everything right and they indicted me. Did everything right and they indicted me. Did everything right and they indicted me.
Like it sounds.
They indicted me.
It sounds like somebody making an impression of him.
It hurts my throat.
I did everything right and they indicted me. It's just like
that hurts my throat.
Everything
to
right
talk.
and they indicted me.
Oh, I just got hit with a wave of hunger.
That's why I had to have a fruit to go.
Honestly,
making new
when
friends,
I take my
having
pills,
lots of
I'm
fun.
scared to eat because it actually doesn't make me feel better. And they say, I don't know. Either way, I need to do some actual work. Is that an impression of Trump? That is Donald Trump.
Have fun doing work, Jason.
This is not AI.
Everything right and they indicted me.
That is Trump being Trump.
I did everything right and they indicted me.
Oh, Jinjee does look super adorbs.
Yeah.
Oh, Bon
Did
Me.
everything right and they indicted me.
I don't know what Bon Me is.
Tell your wife to Bon Me one in the mail, or else she's gonna get indicted.
Did everything right and they indicted me.
Jinjee does look so cute. Look at that perfect little pooper.
The nice part about having the Jinjee cam is that we also like to look at Jinjee.
It's true.
He's our son.
He's just the cutest. Oh, that little face.
Yeah, he's our son.
And he's nuts.
Did you just get me? Was that a setup? No. What? You did that on purpose. But I think you're gonna love my nuts. You guys. Jinjee puss.
See how he opened his eyes when we said his name?
Oh, I didn't even know that was gonna happen. Oh, Jinjee, we love you so much.
He's closing them again, though. It's fine.
Oh, we love you so much.
Jinjee!
What did you say?
It's like a little game we can play. We can say his name and see his eyes open a little bit.
Go to site. Oh, this Krissy is about me. We seen, I believe, on Best Ever Food Reviews. We seen him eat this in Vietnam or the Philippines. One of the two. You tell me which one, Silly Hat Man. Best Ever Food Reviews. If you don't watch it, you might get indicted.
Did everything right and they indicted me.
Rosie said Jinjee looks like he's wearing a little yellow rain hat.
Jinjee, why are you wearing a rain hat? That is a grocery bag.
A no frills bag.
Yeah,
Yes.
it says no frills.
He loves those no frills bags.
It looks so good. Because he's so cute.
He is so cute. Jinjee!
Okay, that is funny, but we won't abuse that. I guess when Jinjee's actually on camera, I can maybe put this down here to cover his face.
Yeah, you need double Jinjee. Jinjee!
No, it's like Jinjee, silly goose.
It's so good.
It is. Well, my dear, shall we figure out laundry and lunch?
Yeah. I can score us up some hot wieners.
Score us up a couple
Do you
of
have a hot dogger?
wieners. Hey,
Maybe
you
we
guys.
can go get a hot dogger so I can like bore holes into some bread.
Here, actually, let me bring up. Oh
nope!
What are you doing?
He moved.
Oh, see, now that's going to exist in this VOD until Google shuts down.
Until the end of time.
And whereas if that didn't get clipped before, it would have been gone. This is our baby boy.
Our senior kid is in.
I just want to bring up.
I just wish Carl would also let us love him as much as like. I do have deep love for Carl, but Carl will not accept our love, and it makes me a little bit miffed.
I get that. I understand the miffery of all of that. Is this the new one? No, that's the one I just made. Oh yeah, here it is. 'Cause you're the fighting soy boy.
Making new friends, having lots of fun.
I wanted to show you guys the new video. I took the hot dogger stuff and I made it a video. So this is the new thumbnail for the video. It's the hot dogger, best invention ever. If you can't tell, that is not our body.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this bad clip line here. In order to layer it so my head was above the guy's head but below the wiener, I had to re-put... and then to make it so Krissy's covering that person's face enough, I had to make it look like you have no neck.
Yeah.
It's just so good. So
it's like this.
It's pretty funny, if I do say so myself. I'll probably load it up a little later because I don't know. We read something that said in the algorithm you don't want to like put too much stuff out at once, or else basically it'll promote the last thing and the other stuff kind of falls away.
Although we are very surprised at the amount of views our one video of Carl has gotten.
Oh yeah, from last night.
Yeah,
it's like 1,500 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've fed him hundreds of dollars worth of cat food.
Yeah, it's true.
The least he can do
is make sure we get some views on shorts.
Yeah, is get us like a couple views. Normally, I wouldn't say such things, but
fuck you, Carl.
Cat food is like, we live in a place where I shit you not.
Cat
like,
litter is so expensive.
1 kilogram of cat litter is like $25. So like, get me some views, Carl, I guess. But homies.
Yeah.
I do believe that we are probably gonna end it here.
Yeah.
Get us some views. You have one job. We're probably gonna end the old stream ski. You two look so different. Hot dogger, you two look so different, but still awesome. That's because it's just heads on other people's bodies. If you watch it, you will know.
I have the famous wiener in my hands.
You will see those people, the two people that I put them on. I think they're the inventor, but unacceptable. You must stream for 24 hours. Okay, so activating Jinjee stream now.
Yeah.
Jinjee, I'm just gonna mute the microphone. You guys can watch Jinjee for the top of Jinjee's head. Thank you.
Love you.
Just kidding. We are going to be on anniversary tomorrow. So you could live stream of Jinjee. Honestly, there is one. There's several of them where people get hundreds of concurrent viewers just watching cats sleep and stuff.
I mean, it would be good just like background viewing. Like if you just want something on your TV while you fall asleep at night.
Well, have an awesome anniversary tomorrow. Hopefully catch you Friday. Yeah, thank you so much for the anniversary gifts, Mr. Levity and Jason. That was very nice of you. Next time, if you go to give a something in Ko-fi, type a message, because I want to make sure that the TTS works. Yeah, you guys have a great day too. We're just gonna do some stuff and things.
Laundry.
Yeah, this is about the length of my pills go today. So
I need to go to the bathroom so bad.
We're gonna go poop outside.
Bye.
Bye. I did type a message. It didn't show.
Okay.
Son of a bitch. I'll fix that. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.